Hey everyone, today I want to show you a training rotation for Labyrinth of Suffering Deep Core 1 for Khali. If you plan on training past level 250, this rotation's pretty simple. It'll help you out to get to 255 plus here. So there's two directions you can go with this. It mostly relies on the dash. We'll be doing in this video a parallelogram that looks like this. Now you can also rotate around the map like this instead, but I prefer doing it this way. I think this other way might have a more optimal fountain placement, but we'll just look at the video and you can decide kind of which way you'd like to do it. This is just what my muscle memory is. So we're starting over here in kind of the top right-ish area, right underneath the top rightmost platform. And we're gonna just make that parallelogram with our dashes. So dash diagonally down and to the left. Use crescentum after the third dash right here underneath this platform. Dash to the left one more time to take care of the rest of those mobs. Up diagonally and then over to the right. And it goes pretty quick, so let's watch that in a little bit of a slower motion here. Speed, let's do 0.5, that should be good. So diagonally down, to the left, reset, left, up, right, right. And now your dash and your crescentum are more than likely going to be on a 5-second cooldown at this point. So what you'll want to do with the remaining upper part of this map in Labyrinth is use your regular Arts Flurry attack to reduce the cooldown of your dashes. So every time you hit something with your Arts Flurry, reduces your dash cooldown by a second. So 2 or 3 flurries and we're back into the rotation here. Now in this rotation, where I'm starting in the top right to do the parallelogram, I put the fountain right here, which is a little bit to the left side of where my dashes typically end, so it takes care of the mobs over here that I won't be flash jumping and hitting with flurry. If you're doing this rotation in the opposite direction, you would put your fountain over here because you'd be ending your dash kind of over here, where this clump of enemies and damages, kind of where the miss marker is here, and then you'd be using your flurry to the left over there, and then you can hit this top right platform as well as some of these other mobs up here. So that's why I think maybe the fountain placement might be better, more optimal doing it the other direction, but I'm kind of screwed right now because my muscle memory is with this current parallelogram, this current rotation. It's going to be kind of hard to unlearn it at this point. I'm already 252, so 3 more levels of an unoptimal fountain placement is kind of whatever. My battle analysis is about 40k plus mobs here on Frenzy service, reg server. Every 90 seconds, I'm using one of the 3 minutes buff cooldowns, and I'm placing the Death Blossom underneath this platform. If you're doing the reverse rotation, you place it somewhere over on the right where your first set of dashes ends. The placement is purely just where my first 3 dashes end and where I would typically cast Crescentum except on the ground. And that's pretty much the rotation. I very rarely use hex skills, so I used a hex skill here because I got too low when dashing, so I used the one that pushes you backwards and upwards to get back up onto the platform. So that one I'll use a bit. I'll sometimes use the one where you throw out the chakrams, but a lot of the time I'm really not focusing on hex skills as much as I am just using the void dashes here. It's a pretty chill rotation since the dash hits the bottom 2 platforms without having to think too much, and then you just flash jump attacking the top 2 platforms for what you've missed. And I've been enjoying it quite a bit. And I hope this helps you if you plan on training your Khali past level 250. I myself will be getting to level 260. So there will also be a Limina rotation video when I figure out a Limina map that I like. But until then, take care everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.